Welcome back to A Conversation with Roy Romer. Scoring 800 plus on the API is an accomplishment in itself. But at Coeur d'Alene Elementary School in Venice, that achievement is overshadowed by the hardships faced by many of the students. You see, up to 15% of the school students live in a local homeless shelter, and over 150 students are from families that are considered transient and have no permanent residence. Joining us to share their secret of success are Principal Rex Patton and teacher Lorna Estrada, both from Coeur d'Alene Elementary School in Venice. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
As always, if you have questions for the superintendent or both of our guests, please give us a call. We are here live, and the number is 866-58-ROMER. That's 866-587-6637. Mr. Romer.
I just want to congratulate you first for being such a high-performing school. 827, that's really, really good, and you've advanced over 100 points in the last 5 years. Now, I want to talk in the next half hour about how did it happen, what are the ingredients of that program. But I know also you have a homeless population in your school, 10 to 15%. Is there a discernible difference in the performance of those students? There should be, I would think, but to what degree is there a discernible difference between those 10 to 15% and the rest of your children? Or do they just pepper through it, you know, like salt and pepper?
I think it's like most students. That runs a gamut between those students that would be considered high achieving and those students that would be considered very low. You can go from students that would be involved in our GATE program from the homeless shelter to students that would need remedial assistance. And all of them, though, from the homeless shelter need a lot of interventions. And those are things that we've worked hard to achieve over the years. We have very dedicated teachers at Coeur d'Alene. They're incredible teachers.
How many?
I have 22 teachers. Like Lorna said, the student body is very diverse. We have students from the marina. We have students from the homeless shelter. They come to us. We have a lot of different programs. A lot of times, homeless students will come with a lot of fears, a lot of anger, a lot of addicted parents. They come to us and they're looking for something. They want help. They want safety. And we try to provide that. We have a lot of integrated programs at Coeur d'Alene. We have a lot of partnerships in the community that we've forged over the years. And we do that in a number of ways. We have after-school programs. We have partnerships, for example, with PS Arts that provide after-school dance and music and drama. And we have after-school programs in mathematics for special programs in mathematics. We are a school for advanced studies. We've worked hard over the years in trying to develop teachers with the kind of professional development that would be able to provide programs for the students in that regard. It's an incredible school. We've done a lot of different things over the years, and we continue to try.
Wow.
Talk to me about your curriculum. Your reading program is Open Court.
Yes, sir.
How's it working for you?
It's working very well. We began Open Court in 2002. Open Court gives us the ability to be able to assess and read the assessments to attain our benchmarks. We go back and look at our benchmarks if there are particular concepts, for example, that students aren't getting, then of course we're able to go back and restudy those and to reinitiate those in our Bank Tuesdays. It also gives us the opportunity to create a consistent classroom, a consistent environment in the classroom where when students pass from kindergarten up through 5th grade, they understand the sound spelling cards, they understand the different applications of Open Court, whether it be the different sections of Open Court, and it becomes a very consistent thing. It creates a lot of teamwork among teachers because during the grade level teams, it provides a lot of different avenues of studying together or working for it in the same grade level, and that's the opposite of isolation. That's the opposite of teacher isolation. So it creates a lot of camaraderie. It creates a lot of cohesiveness and consistency in the program.
Now,
it's working.
This is the beginning of the dropout prevention program. You know, last week we had a lot of a discussion in this community about what are you going to do about stopping dropouts. This is what stops dropouts, and that is starting at a very early age and giving a successful experience to a student academically. Because I'll guarantee you, the crew that you send through your elementary school are going to have a very high graduation rate as compared to others, because you know, they have the skills to cope, and they have the motivation and the habits of mind, the discipline of mind to continue.
I think they taught me that everyone deserves a chance. Over 90% of the students, for example, that come to us from the homeless shelter are students of color. And that's a special obligation and challenge for us to make sure that we address the achievement gap and address it to the best of our abilities. And we're very proud of the fact that over the years we have worked hard within the academic program, with our special science programs, with arts integration, with technology integration. We have state-of-the-art technology integration at Coeur d'Alene. And also with our partnerships with the parents and things to be able to give students a chance, a good chance, and make sure that they're successful by the time they get through elementary school, because that's the foundation for the rest of their life.
How much technology have you integrated into the curriculum, use of technology?
We have a special program for every grade level. From kindergarten, for example, we have 2 full-time technology coordinators that are paid for through grants. This past year alone, we've had over 250 donated computers. We have gotten, for example, in K1, we have the Writing to Read lab. 6 years ago, we got a completely new lab donated to us. We make full use of it. In second grade, they have a typing class and a lot of different software programs. In third grade, they accomplish HyperStudio and PowerPoint and different ways of presenting doing their presentations before the class. In fourth and fifth grade, we have full model classrooms where every 2 students, there is 1 computer. So there's at least 15 computers in every 4th and 5th grade class.
We have a caller joining us tonight. Bill is on the line. Bill, go right ahead.
Hi, Tony. I don't want to embarrass anybody there, but I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge Rex Patton. I'm an active parent, primarily active in the West Side, also in my own local schools. I haven't been fortunate enough to have Rex as a principal in a school my children attended, but I can tell you, because I've worked with him and I know how valuable he is to his community and what a wonderful job he does at his school. And I earnestly hope that we do a great job of recruiting other principals like him and having him serve as a model for the kinds of leadership that we need in our schools. He's just done a great job, and we're very fortunate to have him. Congratulations on all your performance and your wonderful achievements there, Rex.
Oh,
Thank
sounds
you.
like the beginning of the Rex Patton for mayor.
There you go.
No, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. I think we all agree with you, but it's really interesting what leadership does, both in the administrative ranks and the teacher ranks, in terms of creating this community of learners. It's a joyous thing to see. It really is. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to emulate this throughout the city. And we're at a period of time in which we're getting a lot of scrutiny, you know, with the PI 4 and 5 program under the Leave No Child Behind, the dropout rate, which has been with us for quite a while. It's not an excuse. We want to get it down. But these kinds of schools are what we want to emulate. We want to have you be the lodestar that we can follow.
If you could pass on some advice to other administrators and other teachers, what's one thing you would like to pass on to them?
Say communication. It's very important to be able to communicate with all of the parental groups, and all of the community organizations and make sure that you all have the same vision and that you're all on the same page, because I can tell you a lot of times people have what they consider your best interest at heart and want to give you a lot of things, a lot of advice, maybe even programs, but they don't always fit into the school as a whole's vision. And so you really need to communicate that, and without saying no, blatantly no, you really need to bring it before the councils, talk about it, discern it, and to let them know if the answer is no, we have this program and this program. This is satisfying that need right now. We're moving forward, and thank you, but no thank you. And sometimes it's very important to be able to say thank you, but no thank you. We do it all the time, and so and to try and move that person or that group toward your own vision that you do have, so that they can contribute to what's going on now.
About 15 seconds left. Final thoughts tonight?
Well, we had two great schools, and we want to celebrate them. We want to learn from them, and we want to use them as models, as pilots. And this is what this program was all about. I just think that this is the reason we ought to have hope. And I know they have some advantages over some other schools in terms of geographics and demographics, but they do very, very well. And I just want to thank them for the performance they do.
Congratulations to both of you and all your students. And thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Tony Ginyard. Have a great week. Good night.